मुझे बहुत बुरा लगता है जब पढ़ाई करने के बावजूद भी बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स बायोलॉजी में अच्छे मार्क्स नहीं ला पाते। प्लीज वॉच दिस वीडियो टिल द एंड बिकॉज दिस विल गिव यू इंसाइट ऑफ योर बायोलॉजी पेपर and it will help you to avoid the unnecessary mistakes which students make while writing their exam. I am sure that this video is helpful for each and every student who is going to write the biology examination. And if you like my video, please subscribe to my channel and also hit that notification button because later on students keep on complaining that we have not received a notification of your videos, sir, because I continuously keep on uploading videos like this. If you follow all the instructions given by me, definitely you are going to get good marks in your biology examination. क्या आपको पता है हमारे काउंसिल का रूल है आइदर 1 मार्क और 0 मार्क, तो आपको बोर्ड एग्जामिनेशन में हाफ मार्क नहीं दिया जाता है। एंड इफ यू डोंट अंडरस्टैंड दिस रूल and don't write your paper accordingly, you are going to lose many marks in the examination. So don't worry, this video is about a paper presentation and I am sure अगर आप लोगों ने आपका पेपर प्रॉपरली प्रेजेंट किया तो आपके 5 से 10 मार्क्स ऐसे ही बढ़ने वाले हैं। I'm sure your score will increase by at least 5 to 10 marks. So what are we waiting for? Here I am Praveen Sonawne and you are watching India's most reliable and relevant educational channel where you get best in class study material and video lectures. Do check the links in the description box. If you are one of those students who have decided not to take so-called external help, then how to be exam ready? I'll tell you that in next few seconds. Point number 1, read your concise textbook thoroughly so that all the concept of your textbook, of your syllabus are crystal clear in your mind. And keep one thing in your mind, that when you are reading your textbook, jot down, write down all the important points in your notebook so that you are preparing your pocket notes along with reading the textbook. That is very important. Also, you can refer to my notes which are available free of cost on my app, PrepWin app, on the Play Store. You can go to the app and you can download those notes. Also, you can download my notes, question bank and sample papers. I'll put the link in the description box. Please check it out. My notes, question bank and sample papers are as per the further reduced syllabus prescribed to us by the council for semester 2 examination. They can be of great help for you. The opinion of most of the student is that बायोलॉजी तो रट्टा मारने वाला सब्जेक्ट है, हम सारी चीज़ों को बाहर कर लेंगे, याद कर लेंगे। Yes, I agree. In biology, there are so many complicated words, so many long words. Correct method to learn these long words, to remember and recall them during the examination is to break this word into root words and to understand the meaning of these root words. I'm sure not only your concept will be clear, but you will remember that word for a longer period of time and you can easily recall it during your examination. Now, let us talk about your board examination. Your question paper will be full of questions related to the definition, exact locations, important functions, give reasons, odd one out, true or false, drawing a diagram and question based upon the diagram. Let us talk about the diagram based question first, because every other question in this section 2 is a diagram based question. I have put a link of a downloadable PDF in the description box where I have given you all the diagram based questions for semester 2 examination. Each question is a gem. There are two types of questions which can be asked in your examination related to your diagram. One where you actually draw the diagram and other one diagram will be provided and there will be a question followed by a diagram. and you have to answer those questions based upon the given diagram. You have to practice these 4 diagrams properly because one of this diagram will be asked in your examination. Sir, I'm not good at drawing. Is there any fix to this problem? Please don't worry, your evaluator is going to concentrate on the correct shape rather than the beauty of the diagram. If you want me to make a video on the techniques of how to draw these diagrams easily, please fill the comment box with your comments. I will definitely make a video on techniques of drawing this diagram easily. This problem will be completely solved. But remember, one of these 4 diagrams is a sure shot question. When it comes to questions based upon the given diagram, this part is fairly easy. What you have to concentrate more is on the labeling of the diagram. You can find a link in the description box of the PDF. You can download that PDF. I have covered diagram based question from the entire syllabus. No need to refer to anything else if you have this PDF. You can learn how to read the diagram correctly, how to label the parts accurately, and how to answer the other questions as well. The next question where most of the students lose their marks is the location based question. If you read the title of the question, it says write the exact location of the following term. You cannot write your answer vaguely by using the word above or below. Your location must include 2 reference points. I'll give you an example. Suppose if location of Eustachian tube is asked, so your correct answer will be Eustachian tube is located between the middle ear and the pharynx. Your middle ear is the first reference point and the pharynx is the second reference point. Let us take another example. The location of incus. So incus is located in the middle ear in the tympanic cavity. So here again middle ear is the first reference point and the tympanic cavity is the second reference point. When it comes to the location of the adrenal gland, I have seen that students make this mistake. They write their answer vaguely by writing it is situated over the kidney or above the kidney. When you write above the kidney or over the kidney, it does not give its exact location. So you don't get the marks, and you know the rule in board examination, either you get 1 mark or no mark. Half mark is not rewarded. So you please don't make this mistake. Whenever you write a location, don't fail to write the 2 reference point. It is located between this and this, or as the example which I have given you. According to the current paper pattern, the question related to function can be asked for 1 mark or 2 marks or 3 marks. If this question is asked for 1 mark, you are expected to write only one function. Similarly, if this question is asked for 2 or 3 marks, you are going to write 2 points or 3 points respectively. When you write functions, you have to keep 2 things in your mind, that your function should be expressed in a correct keyword and your function must be complete. I will explain both with an example. Glands secrete hormones. Kidney excrete urea. Don't get confused between the word excrete and secrete. They have total different meaning. Similarly, RBCs transport oxygen. Ureter carry urine and eardrum transmit sound waves. Again, you have to use these keywords like transport, carry or transmit. Right keyword at a right place, or else you get a 1 mark or you get a 0. Along with using this keyword properly, what do I mean by your function should be complete? To write the function completely means you have to write from dash to dash properly. Like RBCs carry oxygen from lungs to the organs. Ureter carry urine away from the kidney to the urinary bladder. Eardrum vibrates according to the sound waves and transmit these sound waves across the middle ear. I hope I am loud and clear about the function. That is, when you write your function, you have to use your keyword properly and you have to write a complete function. Now let us talk about the definitions and the technical terms. These two questions are interrelated with one another. When it comes to definition, your answer must be precise and in limited words. Sir, can I write my answer in my own words? So yes, you can write your definition in your own words. But when you are writing your definition in your own words, you have to keep in mind that you are using proper keywords. Also, you must not exceed the word limit, because if you exceed your word limit, your answer go haywire. And keywords are self-explanatory. And if you know your definitions properly, your technical terms are automatically taken care of. I have seen students making blunder with this question, either knowingly or unknowingly, but they go wrong in this question. A question related to true and false statement. Please keep in mind that you are not going to write T for a true statement and F for the false statement. Instead, you are going to write a complete word using all the letters in the spelling. I am sure you all know that you have to correct the false statement. But when you are correcting the false statement, don't just write the word, instead write the complete sentence. For example, have a look at this question. Calcium is the main element of thyroxine. Obviously, we know that main element is not the calcium, main element is iodine. But when you write your answer, please don't just write iodine. Instead, write the complete statement that iodine is the main element of thyroxine. And please don't be over smart. It is very irritating for teachers when you write कि calcium is not the main element of thyroxine. Take the another example. Deafness is caused by rupturing of pinna. Please don't write कि deafness is not caused by rupturing of pinna. Instead, you have to write that deafness is caused by rupturing of the eardrum. In this subjective paper, the proportion of students going wrong with this question of odd one out is very high. In this question, 4 terms are given to you and you are expected to find out the odd term. And then you have to write the category to which the other 3 terms belong. Example, RBC, WBC, ATP and platelet. You will write odd term ATP. Then you will write category. Others are components of blood. Section 1 of your biology paper is a compulsory question. Here you have to answer 10 MCQ questions. But in section 2, you have to solve any 3 out of 5 questions. Now you have to be very smart with your selection. If any question you are leaving as an option, it must be a question related to give reason. Until unless you are very sure about your answer, your answer is 100% correct. I have seen that whenever it comes to give reason questions, student answer this question incompletely. Also, teachers are provided with the answer sheet by the council for correcting the paper. If the answer written by you does not match with the answer given by the council, or if your answer miss on 1 or 2 points here and there, you are not going to get marks. So here this is my suggestion that attempt a give reason question only when you are 100% sure about it. Otherwise, select those 3 questions which does not include a give reason question. And one and very important thing which you can do in your examination is that you can solve one extra question, because if you go wrong with any answer here and there in your selected question, it can be made up in the extra question which you have solved. So please remember, if possible, solve one extra question. If you follow all the instructions given by me, definitely you are going to get good marks in your biology examination. See you all in next video. Until then, bye.